Hello again. I have noticed lately that an ever-increasing number of the people commenting here seem to operate under many different names. This is amusing enough in itself, but the irony goes off the scale when somebody using half a dozen different identities then comments here accusing me of appearing in different guises. When this happens, it is perhaps time to ask ourselves what is going on. In February, I blocked a man who sometimes uses the name on YouTube of Jharekcarnelian from commenting here on this channel because he was making up stories about the pieces which I publish on Substack, claiming that he had put them through plagiarism software and found that they were not really my work. I thought no more about it, and although I had from time to time been commenting on his own channel, I thought it only fair that after blocking him from here that I stopped commenting on his channel as well. It was a reciprocal arrangement and we could forget about each other. I hope to have no further dealings with him. Alas, it was not to be. He returned a few days later, posting comments here under another identity, that of Marcus Murphy. Yesterday, he started commenting on my Substack under the name of Marcus Egan. And then today he's commenting here under yet another YouTube account, namely GalacticRailroad317. In short, he is rather dogging my footsteps. This morning he was claiming in a comment here that I am myself using various identities on YouTube, which, coming from a man who has to my certain knowledge in the last 48 hours posted online under 4 different identities, is really a bit rich. Presumably the irony of such a statement escapes him. I've mentioned the 4 names under which he has posted over the last few days, but this is by no means all his false identities. There is something very odd about this. When I joined Facebook years ago, I used the name Simon Webb and a photograph of myself. I did the same thing when I joined Twitter. And then when I started a YouTube account 6 years ago, I think this channel was started, it honestly did not occur to me that I would give any other name than Simon Webb. The same when I began writing on Substack in December. I simply did it under the name of Simon Webb. I have no need to hide my identity or my image or where I live. I'm not going to play the game of chasing this person from here again and blocking him. He knows he's not welcome. But I am a little puzzled about 2 things. First, of course, why he wishes to pursue me so relentlessly around the internet in this way. If he dislikes my work, why not just ignore it? The second thing is why he has to use so many different false identities on the internet. It must be wearing to keep switching from one name to another in this way all in that time. I'm no psychologist, but I'm guessing that there is some kind of identity problem here, and that this is a man who wishes to be somebody other than who he actually is. Since September, he has been associating with people who habitually pronounce medial and terminal T's rather than replacing them with glottal stops, as he is himself prone to doing, as in they say water rather than water. And I suppose it's possible that this has caused some kind of crisis of confidence in him. That's only an idea, and I may be quite wrong. He certainly has an obsession with denouncing others as being uneducated, and this indicates to me that this mad desire to fly under so many false colours might be symptomatic of some dissatisfaction with his real identity. He's said twice this morning when commenting as Galactic Railroad that most of the people that comment here are uneducated and so on. I am aware that many people commenting here use false names, but to be regularly using half a dozen in this way is something else again. Although it's getting a bit stalky now, I'm happy for him to continue to follow me around the internet in this way, but I'm bound to say it does make him look like a bit of a weirdo. I could assure viewers, by the way, that I only use one name and identify myself as Simon Webb on YouTube, although I have seen people photoshopping a picture of my face in a strange way. I'm fairly sure it's a photograph of me because I can see the creases between my eyes, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It's certainly not a secret identity of mine. Lately, I see that duplicate accounts are appearing for some people who often criticise me in these comments here, and I'm finding it all a bit confusing. It would be far easier if we all just used our actual names here, but I can't see that happening anytime soon.